PizzaFellas Podcast right here, the hottest in the world.
It's a PizzaFellas Podcast. Turn your speakers up, we better have a blast. Grab a drink, fill a glass, light a cigar, come on, let's make it last. Pizza Talk with Sal and Joe, Oliver, Antonio. Pizza stories, they gon' tell us. Let's have some fun with the PizzaFellas.
PizzaFellas Podcast right here, the hottest in the world.
That was fire.
He doesn't look at Dave. He's not into sports, Bruno. He never had the makings of a varsity athlete.
What's up, guys? PizzaFellas Podcast, episode 78. We are back with episode 78. The weather is turning. It's beautiful out now.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, after all that
Thank God.
that rain we
Freaking
had.
hot today.
What'd you rather have? Cold?
No, it's not.
42
Well, it's always
degrees
cold
last
in
week.
Biagio's.
You know what's funny is everyone complains when it's cold, but when it's hot, they all
No,
complain.
I just
love
said-
when it's hot.
Whether it's January, it's cold in Biagio's. If it's July, it's cold in Biagio's. That thing hits me right. That's why I'm sick.
That's why I put it there.
Yeah, but anyways, guys, go on all the social media platforms. Follow us on Spotify and YouTube. Episode 4 of the Vegas trip came out.
Day 4.
Episode 4, day 4 came out. Go on there. A lot of good things came out with that. The
A lot of
rest
good
of the
laughs. A
interviews.
lot of good laughs.
Who was on those days?
On day 4, was day 4 like the day before we left?
That was with Enzo Ferrante was on day 4.
No. Was it?
Yeah, that was when we had the black shirts.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
And that was
no.
the first- we
that was,
walked in-
that's the first day. Was this,
No, Steve Maturano was the second day.
Did we have red shirts on?
That was red shirts.
Do you guys all wear matching
And we're
shirts?
saying
Yeah.
day 4,
Nice.
day 4 of the trip. The black shirts was the first day in the show.
Okay.
And when we walked in, if there one scene we're talking about, because we just started hitting it off, interview after interview after interview.
Yeah.
Our goal was 9. We did like 36 interviews. You know.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was a good episode, though. Go out, interact with that, comment. Again, make some comments on these videos and reels. Tell us what you like. Tell us what you don't like. It helps us out. It helps Ryan, our producer, out. You know, and if you like everything, because he's doing a hell of a job editing it, you know, give him a shout out, Stark Media, you know. So definitely, again, interact with us on all those platforms.
he was at Bruno. Yes. When did he come? Today or yesterday?
Yeah, yesterday.
He
helped him out.
he hooked up his mics, from what I understand.
Well, episode 78, we have a nice guest tonight.
Yeah.
Wonderful
you.
guest.
A little
It's a
bit,
pleasure to have you
I'm
on.
so excited.
We
Yeah.
are
A
too.
bit different
you.
than usual. Go ahead, introduce yourself.
So my name's Hanna O'Reilly, and Lehigh Valley born and raised. Love pizza. Love chatting into a microphone. So this is perfect for me.
Nice.
Awesome. And how old are you?
I'm 29.
29, so
Yes.
fairly young.
Not
compared-
30 yet.
Not 30 yet.
Not
So
30.
When you hitting 30?
September
All right.
So this year,
September
Right around
what?
the corner.
22nd.
Okay.
There you go. So you're right around the corner. Now, where did you go to high school?
I went to Bethlehem Catholic, and I heard a lot of people here at the Central.
Central Catholic. But hey,
Sorry.
good Catholic people
It's
here.
okay.
Holy War.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Holy War.
And what year did you graduate?
2014.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
2014.
So 11 years ago.
Gotcha.
Wow.
So she was GB's class, like around there. Yeah, 2012 he was. So around that area. So what'd you do after high school?
After high school, I went to St. Joseph's University in Philadelphia.
Great
Great
university.
university.
Yeah. Hawk will never die.
Yeah.
I studied English, and I went into print first. I did a newspaper, magazine, and then eventually got into TV. Yeah, I did. I was a football sideline reporter up in the Wilkes-Barre, Scranton area. So up there, I mean, high school football is like the NFL.
Yes.
So, and I don't know anything about football. So they were like, but up there, they're like, whatever, just,
Go
get
do your
out there.
thing.
Yeah. I was
Get out
chatting with the
there, ask
cheerleaders.
questions.
Like, I'm like, I don't know, reading my notes while on camera.
So
It
were
was
you
fine.
doing this while you were in college?
No, this was after.
Okay.
Oh, and so your first media job after college?
Yeah.
They,
Yeah.
they recruited you right out of college?
They didn't recruit me. I had to
You had to
beg
go.
and plead to get up there. Yeah.
What station, if I may ask?
Fox 56. It's
So
in.
it's a
Oh, yeah.
Fox. Okay.
Yeah, it was a Fox station. Yeah, in Plains, if you're familiar with that area.
Right by Avoca, all that.
Yeah, exactly,
Wow.
exactly. So,
By the airport there.
Yeah,
So when
I
you
lived-
say football reporter, like sidelines, high schools, what high schools up there? Any?
Wyoming Valley West,
West,
Scranton
okay,
Prep.
Scranton Prep, yeah.
Yeah,
Dallas,
Dallas.
Dallas.
Yeah,
Dallas
I always
in
loved going to
basketball
Dallas.
yesterday.
yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that's
See?
nice, Oliver. Go ahead.
Dallas is a great school. Great school.
Yeah, beautiful school too. I loved going to that one.
Nice area up there, too, Dallas.
And clearly, I wasn't paying attention to the game, so I'm like taking in the ambiance of the high schools. Whatever. So I did that for 2 years, And then I went into news. So I got a job at 69 News here in the Lehigh Valley and did that for 2 years.
My question though, before you get
Yeah.
it, you know, some people get that first job, that sideline reporting, and they don't take it serious. Do you feel like you did?
I took it serious because
it's important.
It is important. Like, even though I don't know football that well, I was like, I'm going to act like I know football.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like Aaron Andrews knows
Yeah.
football. So, I studied a lot before I went out to those games, and I learned who the players were, and I definitely took it seriously.
Because it's important for those kids. You
Yes,
know, I
and
remember
the parents watching, the grandparents watching, you know, if they can't make it to the game. And I also was doing it during COVID. So, like, they were all watching it. Yeah. A lot of games got canceled last minute. It was a whole, oh, my God, that was a fever
You still
dream,
took
but
it.
How long did you do
Totally,
that? How long was that?
2 years. So I did 2 football seasons.
Okay, one with
Where'd you
COVID
live
and
up
then
there?
one-
Yeah, I lived in Kingston.
Oh, okay.
So right on the edge of 44.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Edwardsville that way. Yeah.
Gosh, see? Yeah, you guys
Sizzle
know.
pie.
I know.
Sabatini's Pizza up there.
Yup.
Yeah, our good friend
Sabatini's.
Lindo.
Our good friend Lindo up there. Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
They call that the pizza capital of the world.
Well, that's more Old Forge, but yeah.
Their sign.
I don't know, but people will argue with that.
And
so-
shout out to our good friend out in Old Forge, which is Russell Rinaldi. Rinaldi's.
Rinaldi's.
Yeah, Rinaldi's
I
up
don't
there.
know if I went there.
Oh, yeah, we had him on. It was a great episode with him. Actually, we had Brian
Rinaldi's
DiMatteo from
Cafe.
DiMatteo's Food Fight up there, too.
Yeah.
So he was on as well, yeah.
Good bunch of people up there.
Great people.
Yeah,
Old school.
I loved living up there. I really did. Like, it's kind of an extension of the Lehigh Valley. It's a little different, but
A lot different.
Yeah, the people are different.
1980s.
But it's
Thank
similar
Oliver.
vibes, I guess. I
Yes.
don't know. I prefer obviously the Lehigh Valley, but it was a good time.
They're catching up. They got Montage Mountain up there, so that thing's pretty wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're more community oriented up there
100%.
than, I mean, we are community, but they're community oriented.
Community, like everybody knows everybody.
Yeah.
The guy, you know the guy at the gas station.
Right.
Where
Well, the thing
here,
is, there's-
we don't know the guy at the gas station.
There's legacies there. You know what I mean?
Yes,
It's like
there is.
generational legacies.
Yeah,
you know what I
people
mean?
don't leave. When you
Yeah.
live there, you go to school there, and you just stay there.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, I bet even though it was during COVID, you probably felt you knew some of those players throughout the season.
Oh,
You know, you
for
got to
sure.
know the stars, the kids who were studs.
well, that's the thing. Like, at the end of every game, I already knew I was talking to the best
Yeah.
player of the game. It's the same guy most of the time. So,
Right.
yeah.
The schools aren't too big, so you kind of
Right.
get more. It's more intellectual. You're more intimate
Yeah.
with those good
And the
players.
coaches.
The game's got a lot of crowds.
Oh, well, yeah, when they were put on finally, when COVID, like, calmed down. But, yeah, oh, my God.
Oh,
yeah. It's
it's-
like Friday Night Lights.
Yes. It's
Yeah.
100% Friday
No,
Night
it's
Lights.
a big
Yeah.
deal.
So you got the calling, then after 2 years, you got the calling from Lehigh Valley.
Yeah, so then I went to 69 News, so I did that for 2 years. And then when my contract was up there, I was like, I want to do something a little more positive. You know, news can get draining after a while, and I'm from the area. I don't want to know everything that goes on here. I want to know the good stuff. So, so yeah, now I work for Discover Lehigh Valley. I market the area through social media. So
Nice.
my goal is to get people to book hotel rooms in this area, and that's how we make our money.
Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah, from hotel bed tax.
Wow.
So,
Really?
yeah.
So that's what that tax gets.
Yeah.
So were you an anchor on there on WFMZ? No.
I was on the streets.
Oh,
So-
it's just like that. I watch the news in the morning. I forget her name. I forget what she does, but she does.
Sierra.
Sierra,
Yep,
that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you did what she did.
Yep, just at nights.
So
Oh, you did it at nights,
Yeah.
not in the morning.
No, I was at night.
So no connection to WFMZ right now, right?
No, I run into those guys all the time at different things that I do.
Yeah.
And great, I have a great relationship with them.
They seem like a great bunch of guys.
Yeah, it was great.
Yes.
It was such a good experience, but it was just time for a change for me. So,
Yeah.
So
yeah.
when you, to go back quick, when you sign up, I should say, when you start with WFMZ, you said a contract. Is that how it is then? You get a year or 2 year
Or
contract?
usually start at 2, and then
Oh,
some people
okay.
are under 3, but I was under a 2-year contract.
Oh, so that's how that works. So
Yeah.
they give you a contract. It's not like, hey, this is you're here for a year.
Yeah.
Or whatever. You get a 2 year contract. This is your job and your salary is based off that or performance.
Based off the contract.
How could you base it off performance though? Like, what do you?
Maybe if they have a show,
Viewership.
if
Oh.
the viewership, maybe something like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm asking that.
Yeah, and like who's willing to maybe step up? Like if there's a snowstorm, they come in on their days off, stuff like
Right,
that.
right,
I guess
right.
That's how you would measure performance. But yeah, no, the money was pretty much set for the 2 years. So,
Oh, interesting.
And what's a work schedule like for someone that does that?
well, I was Wednesday through Sunday. So I was Wednesday, Thursday, Friday nights, Saturday, Sunday during the day.
So you never partied?
I found a way.
Okay.
Please.
You always have a good day drink.
Yeah. I'm like, all right, I'm out on a Friday around, the show's at 10. I'm only 30 minutes from. I can make it. I'll be,
Yeah.
I'll be tired on Saturday morning, but it's fine.
Yeah.
A little liquid IV.
Exactly.
Something like that help you out.
Yes.
That's cool. So you go from here and then you go to Discover Lehigh Valley.
Yeah. So now I'm in the tourism world.
Now
What's that like?
Yeah, what is that?
I'm still trying to
great.
understand. Is that magazine that you have? Is that what it is? Is that Lehigh Valley?
No, that's Lehigh Valley Live, correct?
There's Lehigh Valley. I know a lot of the publications around
gets
here and stuff.
confusing.
There's a lot of Lehigh Valley, but we're mainly digital. So social media, website, things like that. I think they used to do TV, and they used to do pamphlets and stuff. But yeah,
I got you. So when you mean digital, everything's online.
yeah. Now it is. So I do all their social media pages.
So what are some of the tasks at hand that you do with this job, like on
So-
a day in and day out basis? Because you're making videos and stuff.
Yeah. So essentially, I try to go to what's the hottest place right now, what's a trend that maybe we can hop on, and I try to make itinerary videos for people who are visiting the area who aren't from here and maybe are on TikTok and are like, what can we do when we go to Lehigh Valley? My stuff hopefully will pop up, and they can follow. Here's where you should go first. Go here. Things like that.
I got
So
you now.
tell us about some of the things, because I know you came out with Pumpkin Mascarpone from us.
Yes.
You came in. So what brought that all about?
So during different seasons, when the summer's over, you try to come up with some fun ideas. So that was during the fall. I came up with an idea just to do what are some of the coolest pumpkin flavored things in the area. Not just pumpkin spice latte. I wanted some funky foods. And I found out you guys had a pumpkin ravioli.
Pumpkin Mascarpone. We serve it all year
yeah.
long, yes.
And it was great. It was a hit. And I would have never thought of that. So, yeah, thanks for
You
being part
guys
of
did
that.
a great job. Yeah.
Oh, good. And you were a great help sprinkling the cheese. We got all the shots.
When was that? Last year?
In the fall.
October, right?
October, I want to
Around
say.
Halloween.
It
Yeah.
was October.
Yeah.
It was good. It was a nice day too. So what do you like right now? What are you currently working on with the summer season coming? Summer's going to be here. We're in spring, late spring here.
Yeah.
Any day it's going to be starting.
Yeah, so it's been good. It's been picking up. I mean, the rain was a killer.
Yeah.
Like that has just been like, it just makes the video not as good. But, the Velodrome opened, if you've been there.
Yes.
So where?
Yeah, great place.
Velodrome. Right
Race
behind where
bikes.
McCall's is.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Valley
I haven't
Preferred
been.
Cycling. So it was the opening night for them. So I was there. Iron Pig season's happening
Yeah.
right now. And then the festivals start to pick up. It's Steel Stacks. There's always like Taco Fest,
Yeah.
Reggae Fest.
So you
things
make
like
sure
that.
you follow all that stuff,
Yeah.
and people that are coming in, that you target them. Hey, here, go right here. So you're promoting business in a positive way.
Right. If
That's
you go
fabulous.
my earring just fell out. Geez, I'm so passionate about this. When you go to a new area, you're like on social media, like where should we go eat?
I
Like,
do it
what
all
we
the time.
So
Yes.
that's what I
Yeah.
do. So
It's like if I go to Arizona or something like that, I'm looking what's going on
Right.
now. You go on the Arizona, whatever, say live.com, and it shows you these are live events in Arizona going on this time. I do it,
Right.
when we go to trips, say Florida.
Yeah.
Hey, you remember we found like there was a food fest the one night we went down in Naples.
Yeah.
A food truck. But you don't find that unless people like you are
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
that.
that's the thing. Yeah. And I find myself doing it too when I go to cities. So then I realize, wow, this really is important. Like people if you just show up here, you don't know where to start. It can be overwhelming.
It is.
Especially in an area like this. There's so much going on. So
With ABE, I mean, especially Easton, you do Easton too, right?
Yep. Yeah, I do Lehigh and Northampton counties. So
Okay.
anything that falls in there.
So you have
Okay.
a lot of great things. I mean, listen, I love Allentown. I mean, we're from Allentown. But Bethlehem and Easton are really good. And
Yeah.
even
Developing
Hellertown.
like crazy.
I know. Hellertown too. Hidden gem.
Right. There's some unbelievable. And then you go up past Folks Township up there
Oh yeah.
with
yeah.
breweries and stuff
Yep.
going on.
Yeah.
There's some tremendous
Wanderlust,
stuff.
yeah.
Yes, what an imagination.
I
Well,
know.
look at
Wanderlust
now
is
look at
awesome.
Yes.
well now look at downtown Easton, the hotel that's coming up, right? What the Americana is it called?
I forget what it's called.
Every week I pass, I'm like, they just built this again,
I know.
and there's gonna be 3 right across the street from Antonio's Pizza on 25th Street there, right? I'm like where Billy's Downtown Diner
Yeah.
is,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
literally right next door. You got to see this thing now.
What they do? Knock down a building and build a whole new building?
park-
Knock down a building, it looks like a whole city.
I think
you
they knocked
serious?
down a parking
Yeah,
garage or
yeah,
something.
yeah.
Oh, the garage right there.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know exactly what you're talking
And there's going to be
about.
3 stores in there. There's going to be like a Thai Asian fusion thing that's going to be in there, and some other two stores or whatever. Then where the other parking lot is, where like McDonald's is, they're building another. I don't know if it's another hotel with like 7 or 8 stores underneath that.
Really?
My God,
Yeah.
you're more on the pulse than me. You're coming from my job.
No, I'm not coming for a
He knows
job. I'm
what's
just
going on.
It's all
Wait,
around.
what's the Albanian place they have down there? What's
Oh, Albanese.
Albanese? I heard it's
So good.
actually.
Have you been?
Yep.
Tell us about it.
Oh, it was so great. It's like an experience. Their menu is kind of a guide, which I love that. Like, you don't really have to think. They explain how it works, and they bring out course after course after course. Like, you're not even done the first one. They're already bringing the next one out. It was
How many
great.
courses, if I may ask?
See, it's hard because it just keeps coming. I don't know. It was like 7. I feel like we had like 7, 8.
Yeah, I think
dishes.
that's yeah. They're all like almost like tapas dishes,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And
exactly.
it's shareables. Is that what it is?
It's shareables, yeah. And the, oh my gosh, the environment in there is cool. You go to the basement, there's a whole bar, and it's a tree with branches that go up to the ceiling. They really did a phenomenal job.
I never
there.
been. I never been.
You gotta
have
go.
to go.
Yeah.
Wow.
We
There's the other
definitely
place
check
too
that
down there, Bartorino.
Yeah, I've been there too. Been there a couple times.
Yeah.
Wait, I never. What is Bartorino?
I guess it's an Italian.
Wine bar.
It's
Wine
a
bar?
wine bar, and then they do pizzas. That's like their big thing.
That's
Yeah.
what
Yeah,
kind of
like
pies? Like the small ones?
Yeah,
with
they're
fire?
like the thin crust.
Like the Neapolitans, like the
Yeah.
smaller ones,
Yeah.
light, fluffy on the
Yep.
edge. Okay.
I tell you what, Joe. Between the market, that
The
Easton Market,
Eastern Market's great.
and then they're revamping that whole what's that road?
Northampton.
Northampton.
Northampton. All the way. I mean, from breweries, restaurants. Look at who we had on here the other day.
Summer from
Yeah.
Some Foodie.
No, the kid, the bartender that we had.
Oh, we had Luke Heckenberger on, the bar manager at Melee.
Melee.
Oh, I just went there and did a video. I haven't eaten there yet, and that was so cool. Just
He
being inside.
bought 2 drinks here.
Yeah,
one was a
it's
Negroni and one was
No, it was 3 drinks he bought.
Cosmo, Negroni, and Old Fashioned.
Old Fashioned.
That he has all on tap.
amazing.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
You should have him on. This
We saw
guy-
him at Orchid. Shout out to Jens and Samantha at Orchid. We were there on Tuesday. We had a cigar cutting, eating, whatever
Great
we
job.
did. But he was there. The
Yeah,
owner.
but the thing is, this guy can talk about a drink like how it came from 200 years
Yeah,
ago.
it's art.
He
Knew
really
everything.
knows. We stood there. We were just like,
I saw you did some
Everybody's
drink reviews
frozen.
too.
Yeah, constantly trying different things.
he's definitely a guy. Like if people come to the Valley, go see this bartender, and you're going to get some drinks that are just outstanding. And not that and some guys make drinks that are to kill you. So 1, you're done. Maybe 2, you're off. This guy, you can just enjoy it.
Yeah.
Zip it, right or wrong.
Yeah, no, they were really good.
That Luke was unbelievable.
I gotta go back.
Yeah, definitely go
Yeah,
back
it's
and
good,
talk to him. He's a
Okay.
good.
Yeah.
I went to high school with him.
He
Oh,
gave
okay.
us
He's
the
a
history of
central
the
guy.
Mashulu.
He's very
Maybe I won't go
eccentric.
back.
Nick's Pizza and Restaurant. Craving the perfect slice? Nick's Pizzeria Restaurant, located at 822 Main Street, Bethlehem, serves up delicious handcrafted pizza and classic Italian dishes made with love. Whether you're stopping in for a quick lunch, a family dinner, or takeout, Nick's is your go-to spot for mouth-watering flavors. Taste the tradition at Nick's, where every bite feels like home. And tell them that the PizzaFellas Podcast sent you. Need supplies for your business? Check out Master Supply Line, a family-owned and operated janitorial, food service, and office supplier located in McCunchy, Pennsylvania. Free local delivery with no minimums. Never any contracts or membership fees. Competitive pricing on tens of thousands of items. 90% of all customers' orders are delivered the next day. Shop in store, online, mastersupplyline.com. That's mastersupplyonline.com. Or give them a call at 610-966-9636.
But the Mashulu restaurant in Philly?
You know what? I
The
haven't
one-
been.
the
I
one-
know it,
But
though.
you know about
I know it, yep.
He gave us the history of the Mashulu, remember?
Yeah.
My God.
We're
He gave us
almost
the
there.
history of
With all
everything.
of that. Jeez.
Now, have you been to the Moxie downtown?
I have been to the Moxie.
Tell us about that.
Tell us.
Super
yeah.
cool. It's a smaller hotel. Like the rooms are smaller.
Boutique.
Yeah, boutique. But it's super funky. I think every Moxie has a different theme.
Every Moxie,
Oh,
there's
so
more
there's
than one?
more than one?
Yeah. So it's mainly in New York City, actually.
Yeah, there is a Moxie, and we stayed
That's
at
why
the
the
one
rooms
in
are
New
probably
York
so small.
City once.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I remember that. Yeah, I think there was a
They
Moxie.
have a waterbed?
No, it didn't have. I'll tell you what though, that roof, the hotel rooms in New York. I know what you mean. Is it like the ones in New York where
It's
you
like
walk in?
it's a closet.
Well, these
Yeah.
ones luckily are a little bigger than that. But yeah, when I stayed in New York, it was like a bunk bed. I'm like, oh my God, I don't even have a room for myself and my suitcase. That's
Yeah,
it.
you have to sleep standing up.
Yeah, exactly.
So I
For
saw,
New York, I'll do it.
I saw they have like a yard in the back behind the bar.
Yeah, they
They do?
Yeah, it's like turf.
There's turf back there, lounge chairs. Yeah.
So were you there for the opening night?
I was there for that, yeah. And I'm going back to do their cocktails on the patio vibe.
So when you go in, tell us about the whole downstairs. We saw it. We would. I can't believe what I'm going to say, but I took my grandson to go see Pet Patrol.
Paw Patrol.
Oh, Paw Patrol.
Oh, at PPL?
Patrol.
Yeah, nice.
So we went all together, and we passed by. I was like, my wife was like, look at this place. We got to come down here.
Oh, I remember Paw Patrol.
So do they have like pianos in there and stuff playing, or no?
Well, first off, it's circus themed, which is really cool. Like I know that sounds like it could get a little weird real quick, but they did it so tastefully. Like you walk in, there's this tiger in the lobby. It's like it's gold, and the whole bar area looks like you're at a circus with the lighting, and it's just such a cool vibe. They did a good job with it.
Well, right there in that street too, right where Moxie is, between 10th and 9th, they opened up the Cuban restaurant.
Yeah, the Rosa Blanca.
I went there
Rosa
too.
Blanca.
that's
I've heard some nice things about it.
Good. So
Really?
good.
It was
Famous
good?
chef owns it, and it was just so. Oh my God, it was great. The
Actually,
environment,
they're gonna be coming on. Actually,
I got it.
Jose Garces.
yeah, we're trying to. Well, I spoke to whoever I spoke to
one
there, but
manager.
yeah, so,
Yeah.
yeah. So
And then
hopefully
what,
his-
there's
Great.
the Mexican restaurant too opened there, right?
Yeah, the Trace.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Taco
It's
place.
pretty good. I had it a few times.
And then
Yeah.
Andy opened up the Chinese restaurant there on the corner.
Ume.
Oh, I haven't been there.
He actually, the food is very good. I got to say,
Yeah.
it's just let's get people down. Let's go.
I
mean,
know.
He struggles at lunch, but he should have be packed.
Great.
Yeah, I'll have to get in there and do a video. I was just there actually yesterday, and it was a beautiful day. And the city was honestly, there was a ton of people out.
Good.
Are you serious?
Yeah, people walking around on their lunch breaks. I was like, okay, all right, there's
That's
hope.
what you
We
wanna
got
say,
this.
yeah.
Good.
Yeah, it was
You
good.
know, my only pet peeve about that area is the Science Center.
Da Vinci.
Great place to take kids. You know, if my nieces are in town or if he wants to go with his friends, great place. I have actually taken his son and my son there. But for 2 kids and 2 adults, $350.
Come on.
Oh, I didn't realize.
It's a lot of money. Like, you know what I mean? For me, okay, I'm not.
That's skyrocketing.
I can, hey, I'll go. But to get the whole pass so you can experience everything in there, the average family right now isn't going to spend $300 you know what I mean?
No.
It's just something like that. I'm like, you should try to lower that cost. Or,
Yeah, when you go in there and you see all the digital stuff they have and the cool computer,
Yeah.
Everything's digitized
It's awesome.
now, and so I'm like, I could see why.
I could see why,
the price is higher,
but it's just like, I could see it turning some families away,
Yeah.
where you want to try to bring more people into that area, where it's more expensive, honestly, than the Science Museum down in Philly.
The old Da Vinci's was
Yeah.
like $20. I had a family pass.
Not
for
anymore.
100.
Not anymore. Yeah, it's
they're bigger and better
expensive.
now.
They're bigger,
Bigger and better.
It is, but I hope that area gets going. One of my questions for you is, all the time, our friends that we have, they're always asking, where's the best live music? And it's kind of hard to find in the Valley. Where would you say, if you gave recommendations to somebody coming here, I want to go see live music. I'm here for 2 nights.
Yeah. I would probably say Archer Music Hall.
Okay.
It's the newest one, but I guess it depends on what you're into.
Like live bands, I know a lot of people.
Yeah.
What have
Oh,
you
I see.
experienced? That's what,
You know what?
places that have great live bands.
That's a good question. I am not in the music scene.
Enough.
Yeah, I'm not. I'll
Maybe
be
that's
honest.
something you should do in the summer,
now
a
you
good
got me
suggestion.
wondering.
Maybe go around, find the best places that have live bands,
Yeah, I did just get an email the other day. The Bethlehem Rose Garden, I guess every Sunday does live music, so I'm gonna go check that out.
Bethlehem
so I'll have to,
Rose Garden.
Yeah.
Where's
Yeah.
that?
Right by Nichman.
Across from
Yeah,
Nichman.
right off 8th Ave.
Yeah.
By Nichman.
Yeah,
The
right
new-
across
new-
the street
right
from
across the street from
Nichman.
the new
Where
school.
that football field is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right across the street.
That's the
It's
Rose
all
Garden.
They
the
do
Rose
live
Garden.
music there?
Yeah,
Wow.
every Sunday. So I'm gonna go check it
They
out.
do like don't they do like a flea market? Not a flea market, like a produce market.
I think they do something
like a Saturday.
that.
They do like produce or fruit or whatever they do there.
Like a
but-
farmer's market, yeah.
Yeah, they do an outside.
And then you get stands and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
Yeah.
That's cool. I mean, that new place, too, is opening up the piano bar.
I saw that.
Oh,
too,
that's
yeah.
on West End of Allentown.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
heard they're
on
doing
Allen,
that.
on Allen Street.
Yep.
On Allen Street. They're
That
doing a
is
nice job.
the lady who used to
Piano
own
bar
Allentown
in Allen.
Appliance.
Well, I think she still owns Allentown Appliance. She just partnered up with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I hope much success. I mean,
know.
I hope it brings some good business to that side of town.
For
That's a
sure.
good idea. I think they're doing food too.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I think they do.
tapas style, I heard.
I don't mind tapas.
take it.
Yeah, small plates, piano. I know
Oh,
they're
yeah?
doing live music Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Maybe that'll be the spot.
Yeah, that could start it off.
Yeah.
That could start off a whole chapter.
Seriously.
People
By your
going
own-
into
know.
the-
By your original
Anybody know,
restaurant?
when are they planning to open? No, it's next to where Allentown Appliance was.
Oh,
so
right
if you're
there.
standing at Allentown Appliance, the building right next door.
Yeah.
You know, and they share the parking lot.
I believe
When are
they're
they
opening
opening?
in like 2 weeks.
I was gonna say it's
Wow,
got to be
that's
soon
close.
because I heard about it a while ago, and now I'm
Mid-June.
hearing about it again. So I'm like, it's definitely around the corner.
There's a lot of good stuff going on. There really is. I
Yeah.
gotta say.
The new Italian restaurant where Shula's was, they're opening on the 9th.
Oh my gosh! She's
Simpatico, yeah.
Simpatico.
God, I need you to email me all the spots so I know.
What do they say? 300 seats?
Yeah, that place is big.
10,000 square feet. I don't know how many seats.
Yeah,
That's
three.
nice.
I think it's
That's a big
300.
place.
So as you go through all these places, you know, what are some of your favorite places that you go to that you've experienced?
Oh my gosh! I
I
get
know
this
I don't wanna
question
put you on the
a lot,
spot,
and
but-
it's so tough. It is so tough. I know that's such a cop out, but
Well, let's not say favorite. Let's just say give us like some places.
Good
that
experiences.
You, off your head.
Fun-
Good.
fun
And not that
places.
you're criticizing anybody. Just say, hey, this was good or that was good.
you know what was the coolest thing I think I've done? They run a food tour through the Lehigh Valley. So you sign up, and then they tell you what restaurant to go to at what time, and then you get in your car, you drive to the next one, and the restaurant's ready for you. You walk in, and the food's there, and you get to try different cuisines. So, you know, it started with Thai food, then Mediterranean, and then we ended with, I want to say, Cuban. And it was just cool. It was like, you know,
So who runs that? That's actually a pretty cool thing.
it's called Forkin Sweet Tours. So they run
In
it.
the Lehigh Valley?
Yeah, you sign up, and then they give you the dates of the tours. You pick one, and then they tell you where to go. And it's a great way to try new places without, you know,
Yeah.
doing a full-blown reservation. And
What a
Set
great way to
menu.
promote
What's it-
restaurants.
Say that
they
again. What's it
pick
It's
called?
like the pizza train.
Fork and
Forkin-
Sweet
The
Tours?
Forkin Sweet Tours.
Fork and Sweet Tours.
Yeah.
And they're located where? Bethlehem, Allentown?
You just go online and you sign up, and then the restaurants were, one was in Hellertown, one was in Bethlehem, or two were in Bethlehem. So it's all
and
over.
it should vary, right?
Yeah, I did the world food tour, but you can also do the American tour. You could do the booze tour, and then they just tell you where to go
Oh, that's cool.
for one price. Yeah,
and then
There's a
you
fee,
go
obviously.
there and
Yeah.
that would be cool. Do a booze tour, just get a driver. And just
Yeah,
go
exactly.
So
around.
then when you go
Yeah,
to the
bar tour.
restaurant, you do this tour, your food's already paid for?
yeah. You pay ahead
no
of
shit.
time, and yeah.
So just leave probably tip.
You know what?
What,
Yeah.
what days do they do this?
I think it's mainly weekends. I think, but
Friday,
you know
Saturday,
what? I
Sunday?
was doing it through work, so I'm on a
Really-
different
that sounds
schedule.
really cool.
Yeah, that is very
That
interesting.
sounds really cool. I
Yeah.
gotta say.
And I got to go to 3 restaurants that I may not have ever gone to, and I've gone back to one of them like multiple times since then. So they,
If you don't mind asking, what were the restaurants on the tour?
the one was Le Kong.
Oh, we love them. They were on. They were on.
Oh, were they?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There's one in Easton and Hellertown.
Yeah.
There's
got a
one
new
all
one.
over the country.
No, I went to the Hellertown one.
Awesome.
Those are the
Great.
craziest group of guys ever.
Now.
Are they?
They are
they're
the
the
best.
You
man.
got
Best.
a Spanish dude, an Asian dude, a Korean, black, Vietnamese.
Yeah.
Oh, my
You got
God.
the whole. They're all.
They're awesome.
They made the upstairs a different restaurant.
It's
Hell,
hilarious.
Upstairs a hot pot.
It's a hot
Oh,
pot.
yes,
yeah.
I
It's a
did
hot.
hear
So we
that.
went there for like their pre-grand opening. So we were like part of the group that they were just testing on and
Oh,
stuff.
that-
And
oh,
they just pulled it off.
Tony.
spectacular.
Yeah.
Shout out to Tony at LeCang.
Yeah,
He's a good
Tony.
guy.
Oh, that's cool.
These guys were the.
They're
Oh,
funny.
man.
They
You gotta
like
watch that
they make
every-
fun of each
comedy
other.
tour.
That makes me want to go
It's
back
not-
even more now.
Service impeccable.
I know.
Yes.
Yeah, good
Yeah.
people,
Very
good
sweet.
family.
Yes.
Good family.
I could tell. I can tell.
Yeah.
I've
And they
gone back
brought
there 3
food that
times.
night. It was spectacular.
Oh, lucky.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was
oh my
so
God.
good. It was so
It's
good.
great.
Where
I
else
gotta
did you
say.
go then?
Mediterranean Grill in
Okay.
downtown Bethlehem.
Yeah.
Yep. They
Yeah.
have one on 100 too.
Yeah, I did see they have a second one. Yeah, this one was next to like the Boyd
Yep.
They make
Theater
good food.
apartments.
Very
yeah.
good.
How was
food,
that?
yes.
That was great, and
Very good.
I don't think I would have gone to these. I wouldn't have even realized.
Think about, yeah.
And it was great. You walk in and they tell you and they teach you about each dish, and
Nice.
it's educational. And then the last place was, I'm gonna butcher the name, but Mis Races. It's all
What kind of food?
it's off Shanersville, Cuban.
Oh, yeah. It's where the bakery. It's a
There's
bakery.
a bakery too. Yes.
I love
Right.
Cuba.
Yeah.
Riasis or something like that. I know what you're talking.
Yeah.
The food's good.
It was great.
Yeah,
It was
I've
great.
eaten there.
Now I could barely move by the end of this tour. Like they
Oh,
like,
wait, you did it
overfeed
all in
you.
one day?
All in one day.
So
It's
do you-
all within like an hour, 2 hours.
Do you go on a bus or do you drive
No,
yourself?
you drive yourself. So I don't know what happens with the booze one. They must all be
Yeah.
within walking distance,
yeah.
but
Yeah, they would probably try to control
So now
that.
when you
Right.
go there to these places, like drinks are all included, not cocktails, but I'm saying like soda or water is included, or you're paying a separate bill?
Yeah,
Are
yeah.
you leaving a tip?
Yeah, you leave a tip. Oh, you know what? Now you got me
Probably
thinking.
pre-tip.
Yeah, I think it's already done when you sign up. They already make sure that they're taken care of before you get
kidding.
there. You can upgrade some of these packages to include alcohol if you want. Now, the 3 restaurants I went to were BYOB, so I don't know
Right.
Yeah.
what the deal is, but some of the packages you can upgrade. So
Yeah, but those restaurants you went to, they don't need alcohol. You can bring your own if you choose to, but the food
right,
is
and
really,
right,
food
exactly.
is something spectacular.
Yeah.
It
That's
really
not
is.
a bad idea. You know that?
That's a great idea.
The food tours?
Yeah.
I know.
And I mean, think about it. She's telling us stuff. We live here. We don't even know.
That's the thing. You get so used to your bubble. Like, that's just, you go to your same restaurants, you hang with
I
the
do
same
it so
people.
many times.
Yeah, that's the thing. But
Imagine you had a company set up and we did the PizzaFellas tours. And we picked like 3 pizza shops.
you should do like
They
a
have
trail.
the pizza trail up north.
Hey, yeah.
You gotta do
I
that
know
down
that,
here.
but I'm saying though, you just go on and tour, and then we
do it here.
This is the 3 guys you're going to.
Yeah.
This is something you're doing.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
And it's great for the businesses,
Yeah.
and then people learn about them, and then they want to keep going back, and it's a win-win.
Yeah,
That
it is.
What else is going on? Anything else in like crazy something like that we didn't even know about?
Oh.
Something you've been doing or know about in the Valley?
My eyes are always set on Music Fest. I know that's just the biggest thing that we usually cover, and that's not until August. But I got a plan now
Yeah,
to be
you gotta stay
ready
ahead of the curve
for.
because there's a lot coming.
Yes, it's like 11 days or
Who's
whatever.
who's the headliners this year?
Megan Maroney? Is that her name? A country singer?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I haven't gone to a headliner at Music Fest in a while. Again, the music scene, not my, world,
Yes.
but I got to get to one. Black Eyed Peas was last year. That was a hit. But yeah, I'm trying to think what's coming up. See, now I'm on the spot.
Were you was there a Mayfair?
There was Mayfair at Cedar
They
Crest.
just
Yes, I
ended
was
last
there.
weekend.
And
Yeah.
what was that? How's that? I haven't
Who's
been to
Kelly?
Mayfair.
It's at the college now.
Oh, Nelly.
Oh, Nelly.
Yeah,
Nelly
she's
is
there.
this year?
Oh yeah, I got
Oh.
tickets to that.
Oh, you're going.
Yeah, I'm going. I got VIP tickets. I forgot
Oh,
about
and
that.
VIP. What, you're meeting Nelly?
I don't. You know Tony Inelli?
Yes.
Business Matters.
Yes. Yep.
He got me 4 VIP tickets.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
You don't know one song from Nelly.
She knows Nelly.
Gigi's going with her friends.
Yeah. He got me VIP tickets.
What are we doing?
4 of them.
What are we
That's
doing?
great.
And my wife and my 2 cousins wanted to go, so I was like,
Guys got to start listening to music, learn the lyrics.
listen,
I don't
I'm
go to
just
music
gonna
fest.
go have fun, drink some
For the
beers.
vibes, yeah.
You know what I
Exactly.
mean? Yeah, that's it. So you have that, and then back to Mayfair though.
Yeah.
I remember going to Mayfair. Remember back in the day?
Mayfair, no, still open. It's
When it
still
was
red?
at Cedar
Yeah.
Crest
It
at
is,
the
yeah.
park.
2
when it
weeks
was
ago?
Cedar Beach.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was still going.
Me neither. I had no idea.
Yeah. It's
Was
still
there a lot of
What's
people?
Mayfair?
Was there bands and stuff there?
Yeah, there was a band. I think it was an Irish band when I was there.
What is that? What is Mayfair?
So go ahead.
on-
Sorry, it's
It's
like
at
a
Cedar
craft
Beach.
show.
A what?
It's like a craft show, vet food.
It was you remember Cedar Beach?
No.
Beach. And
I
there
don't
was
know
too
what
much
you guys
trouble
are
there, and then they
talking
moved
Hamilton
it up to the
and Hart
college.
Street there.
What?
You know where Yakos is on Hamilton Street?
Yeah.
Across the
park
street.
across the street?
Before
Yeah,
J-
yeah.
That's Mayfair.
And then a
They
lot
put
of stuff
fences
was
up, everything.
a lot of bad stuff was happening, so they moved it to the college campus.
Oh, I was gonna say because
where's
it's at
it?
Cedar Crest.
Oh, it's at Cedar Crest?
Yeah.
It's at
I
Cedar
didn't know
Crest
that.
College
See how far
now.
behind I am?
Yeah.
I got dough on the
Gotta get
brain.
you out
5
there.
years.
I know San Gennaro Feast,
working
Santa
too much.
Rosalia, and all that good stuff. I don't know.
Well, it was Mayfair was big when we were younger.
Yeah, you know what?
We
Sidebar.
could have won and filmed PizzaFellas.
I
there.
know that would have been cool.
Where? At Mayfair?
Yeah,
Sunday.
I don't even think they had pizza on the menu.
Yeah.
No, but just experience.
just
Eat a hot
yeah.
dog. It doesn't matter.
That would be fun to watch.
You know?
Just
Listen, you
guys
can hit us
going
up
through.
anytime. If you want us to be somewhere, we'll go.
Okay,
If
all right.
it's a Sunday and we all
Be like,
go all
hey, the
together, we could do
PizzaFellas
it. We
here.
bring
Yeah.
the
Oh
whole
my
crew.
God, that's great.
Except for Oliver.
We'll bring Bruno. We'll bring Bruno too.
Oh, Bert, we
Look,
got to get him out.
they
of
beat
the
him up.
Bruno
They beat him
even-
up all night long, as you can tell. Say.
Even the dogs after Bruno left. Even the dogs beating him
So we're
up.
going to eat some pizza or what are we going to do?
Yeah, I mean, other than that, one other couple questions I had. Now that you're doing this, you talked about before getting people to come to the hotels.
Yeah.
Right? The hotel tech. How does they say we're here because of you guys?
Well, that's a good question. I just hope that they just say it. I love, especially if it's like my friends or whatever. I'm like, can you tell the manager you're there because you saw our post, or it kind of gives me some street cred. But other than that, we don't track that.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't?
You don't track it,
No. I got to figure out a way to
You
do
do a
that.
little more of a shout out when
You
you're
know,
doing
I'm-
it. Like,
Yeah.
come stay at this hotel.
Yeah.
To go away real quick, what's your goal for Discover Lehigh Valley? What is the goal there? Is it just to bring people? Like, what's the end game here? Are you looking to move up? Are you looking like
Me personally?
Yes, you personally.
That's a great
doing
question
this.
too. I love working at Discover Lehigh Valley, and I love living in the area. But I also try to build my own personal brand
There you go.
on the side.
Yeah.
I
see you're starting a podcast.
I am starting. Yes,
Okay.
Yeah.
You should tell us about that too.
PizzaFellas Part 2.
Why not?
Yeah.
Well, let's get some slices and we'll come back second segment.
Yeah.
There you
Don't
go.
matter.
We could do that.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
Cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Cliffhanger. We'll leave
Okay.
it to that. We'll start with that. All right. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back for a quick second segment. And episode 78, correct, Ryan? PizzaFellas Podcast. Thank you, Hannah. We're going to have some pizza and we'll be back.
Great.
All right.
Pizza Talk with Sal and Joe, Oliver, Antonio. Pizza stories, they gon' tell us. Let's have some fun with the Pizza Fellas.
PizzaFellas Podcast right here, the hottest in the world.
All right, guys. Back. PizzaFellas Podcast, episode 78 with Hannah from Discover Lehigh Valley. How was the pizza, Hannah?
Oh my gosh, it was so good. I was
you
like,
enjoy
no,
it?
I'm not going to have any. He made me have a piece. I'm so
Got
glad.
it. Good.
Thank
I'm
you.
glad
Peer
you
pressure.
enjoyed.
Oh, you had to hear your big guy.
Yeah, it was great.
Then you say to me, "Why did she eat? Why didn't she eat?"
So as we continue here, I left off. I said, what is the goal, for yourself?
Mm-hmm.
What is the goal for Lehigh Valley Discover? See you, Dave. And, Discover Lehigh Valley and all that. And you were talking about, you're trying to get your personal, your situation going, build that up and all that. What would you say, though? What is your goal? What's your next steps you thinking?
For me, I always say I would love to be like a talk show host of some sort. Now, who knows where TV's really headed?
Right.
Podcast seems to be
Yeah,
the
they're a
way to
big
go.
thing, yeah.
Yeah. So I love chatting with people, hearing about their stories. I still got that journalism in me.
Of course.
Something that I could make money talking and asking people questions would be great to me. I would love that. So,
Us too.
yeah.
That's why we started doing this.
Yeah.
Us too.
It's great.
I know how you're feeling with that.
It's fun.
Well, that's
It's fun.
good.
So,
I mean,
tell us about your podcast that you're that I seen on your Instagram page.
Yeah. So I just announced the name. It's called Talking Too Much because I talk a lot. And, growing up as a kid, it was always like, she talks a lot, my teachers and whatnot. So I'm like, all right, we're going to capitalize off the name. So I use that. And, it's going to be, I like a lot of different things. But I know everybody listening is not going to love everything. Like, for example, I like reality TV. Not everyone, it's trash to a lot of people, and I get it. But I want to talk a little bit about that, but then also have people stick around. I'm going to give hot takes on different topics.
nice.
Push the envelope a little bit. I would love people to ask for advice. They write in, I answer. I just want it to be fun. I want to get people involved.
So where are you setting up shop at?
I do it at my house right now.
Okay.
So the first episode hasn't even come out yet. So this is fresh news.
So
here.
wait, you're like you're filming, editing, and all that.
Yeah. One-man band right now.
One-man band? Okay. All right.
Yeah, we don't all have the luxury.
So you're the mayor, executioner, and sheriff.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. So we'll see. As it gets bigger, hopefully, I can make money and then hire people. We'll see what happens. For
I
now,
mean,
it's
you have
fun.
the outlet. You're
Yeah.
part of something right now with the Lehigh Valley.
And we got an editor.
Yeah.
There
There we go.
So here's a business advice, okay?
Okay.
Did you form an LLC?
I did not.
So form a corporation.
Okay.
Okay, so every step of the way, what you're doing, document the cost. It's, at the end of the year, you're going to file a tax return. So let's just say from now to whenever the end of this year comes, there's a cost. A studio costs about $750. Editing may cost $200.
Yeah.
All right.
Or 300. Right.
Just because you're doing it doesn't mean that individual who would do that is not expected to get that money. Mm-hmm. So you're buying a microphone. You buy your lights, whatever you buy.
Yep.
Put it down. At the end of the year, you're going to your accountant. This is what I lost. Because when the day you do make money, okay, that money all can come back to you tax-free.
See, this is why I'm here. I love this. Business advice, pizza.
Every step of the way, what you do, you travel somewhere, there's an expense to it. You spend money while you're filming, there's an expense to it. We right now, we're an extension because we have so much. We all have our lives, we all do this.
Right.
Putting it all together. But, I mean, you're entitled to every dollar. There's nothing bad running a business losing money. Because at some point in time, when you get in the plus, you're going to get all that money back.
Right.
And it's going to be tax-free.
That's how I view things, too. I'm like, okay, we're not making money right now, but you'll see it one day. You know, it's just in the future.
100%. But the most people, when they start a podcast, don't understand that side of it. So we formed an LLC, and, I've documented everything that I have it all down.
Smart.
He has it down. My son, there's right now.
We were in Vegas. We were in Vegas at the Pizza Expo. That's an expense in itself.
That's a
Listen, I tell people all the time.
Venture.
Joe Rogan didn't get famous because he was doing a podcast. Joe Rogan had Fear Factor.
Right.
Joe Rogan had this. Joe Rogan's podcast, #1 podcast in the world, has not been famous this whole time. He'll say it himself. He says it all the time. They did 600 to 100 to 1,000 episodes before they made any money.
Yeah.
That's a lot of episodes. Now, is it a little bit different nowadays than when he started? Yeah, 100%. Where if you get couple hundred episodes, no one thought 2 years ago what we'd started, we'd be here
Yeah.
today.
PizzaFellas Podcast, health insurance and dental. We use our good man, Steve Seiler Insurance, specializing in health insurance, dental, and vision. Obamacare penny for businesses and individuals in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and Florida. Tell Steve we sent you. 570-446-8023. That's 570-446-8023. Looking for authentic Italian flavor? Bruno Scipioni's at 4034 Easton Avenue, Bethlehem. Serves up the finest pizza, pasta, and Italian specialties made with fresh quality ingredients. Whether it's a family dinner, a quick bite, or catering for your next event, Bruno's delivers a taste you'll never forget. For food that's full of heart, it's always Bruno. And tell him that the PizzaFellas podcast sent you.
No one thought that we'd have this kind of development.
Correct.
There's people that come in and they're like, holy shit, this is your setup. It's legit.
I'll tell you, Hanna, we went to Vegas. There was more people that were like, we're going to fall flat on our ass. Nobody. I'll tell you a little story. We get there, and Ryan, he can vouch for this. So we're at the International Pizza Show, and I'm very well known in that community. So we go up, and it's like, we need our press pass. They're like, we should have did it 2 weeks ago. I was like, well, how long is it going to take? They said, it could take up to 48 hours to vet you. I was like, so I'm handing him a PizzaFellas card with our names on. I was like, give me that back. Go inside. He says, give him this card. Biagio Pizzeria, Joe Ruffino. They'll know who I am. Ryan, right or wrong?
Witness.
The guy looks at me. He's like, really? I was like, just do me the favor. Go there and give it to him. The guy goes back, turns left, comes right back out. Yes, how can we help you out? You're a good guy. Right or wrong? How many tickets did you need? If we went for a press pass, we could have got 18 tickets to go in.
Yeah.
Wow.
But
those are the little things in that community. So then our goal was 8. We sat down at at Biagio's. We're like, all right, what's our goal? 8 good interviews. We're good.
And we did that. We did that like...
we did 8 in the first hour on day 4.
This is cake.
It was like, oh yeah.
I think we did about how many we did what, 25, 26,
No,
27?
it's over 30 some interviews we did.
We did?
Wow.
It's over 30 some interviews.
What is that?
No, it's more than that. Just really put it down and think. Think of it. You got to include all the ones when we just stopped and talked to people that we knew. They may not, but they were somebody. Look at the guy who has the pita place in Bethlehem. Right?
You always go back to that guy.
Well, because listen, it was an interview. It was an interview, you know.
We see him in the hallway.
I know the guy. Listen, it's an interview. It's a conversation.
We saw him in the bathroom while we're washing our hands.
Doesn't matter.
Interview.
Well, how about the guy?
He's right.
Wait, how about the guy in the bathroom stall? Huh? No.
Yeah.
So, Hanna, real quick, going back to what you do you do anything with the parks locally, like Dorney Park?
Yes.
The zoo?
Oh, you do?
Yep.
Stuff like that?
Yeah.
And what do you do with involved in that?
So a lot of times I do videos pre-promoting their opening day. So because we want to let people know before it's happening so they can mark their calendars. So Dorney Park opened a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Then Wildwater Kingdom followed.
Right.
And so I always have a video ready to go. Hey, mark your calendars. This is coming
Right.
up. So the zoo, same thing. If there's like a National Animal Lovers Day or something, I'll put together a video, give the zoo a shout out. People love watching videos
You know what?
of animals.
I love the zoo here. I think
Yeah,
it's
it's great.
great. I think it's a little cool.
You know,
zoo.
you never went.
Oh, you got to go.
Yeah, it's a nice
really
place.
cool.
Yep.
With the giraffe, too. You get to feed the
Yeah.
giraffe and stuff. You know, I know some people,
They've got,
zoos.
listen, from
Yeah.
back when I was a kid till now, they've done a tremendous job.
Yeah.
They really have.
Yeah,
it's
that's cool.
they've done it.
And we help them out. We do a lot of business with them food-wise. We help their employees. But that's great. I think Dorney Park, you know what? People want to say, I love Dorney Park.
Yeah, I used to be a pass holder back
Well,
in
we
high
are.
school.
Still am.
I mean, I am. We have to now with the kids.
Kids, you gotta be.
I mean, my wife told me the other day, it's cheap.
Yeah, I know.
It's
That's
so
the thing.
cheap.
$108.
My mom was saying it's been
That's
the
all it
same
is,
price
Yeah.
since we went.
If you
Really?
if you go for one day, it's $59.25 to park, or you can get a season pass for $108.
Yeah.
And then it includes
No,
parking.
seriously.
Sponsored
And
by.
it's free parking?
Sponsored by the Dime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
that's
literally.
cheap.
That's
When you have
cheap.
kids.
And you
It
could
is
get a
cheap.
drink pass for $30. You get free sodas the whole summer if your kids go every day. Food
Yeah,
pass,
but like,
110.
that's
Yeah.
big.
It's
a food
unbelievable.
pass is
Sure.
110.
Yeah, you can get 3 meals a day.
So
And it's $20
So
a meal.
basically, for under $400, you send your kids to Kid Doney Park Camp.
Yeah.
And they
yeah,
have a ball.
there you go. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
No, it's cool. You got the
That's
Dorney
a smart
Park.
thing.
And
Yeah,
then,
they just hang
is
out
there
there,
any
walk
other
around.
parks in the valley?
Amusement parks, Bushkill Park. That's like old
Way
fashioned,
up north,
smaller.
yeah.
Down in Easton.
Yeah,
Down in
yep,
Easton, right?
yep.
And what about, have you done anything with that hang dog?
I have, yes, I have done
What is
stuff
that
with
all
them.
about?
What is Hang Dog?
What the hell?
That
What is it?
brewery by
Off of
Morgan,
Morgan
Hill,
Hill?
It's
behind
off
the
78.
fireworks place.
The what?
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about.
It's a brewery.
Oh, by 78. I'm passing that
But you
tomorrow.
bring your kids to a giant playground.
Yeah, it's a ropes course, and it's cool. Like I think when the sun goes down, the ropes course lights up and everything's
Oh,
neon.
that's what that is?
Yeah,
They
I know.
play, you
Everyone
drink.
says that they drive by.
I thought
and
it was
they're
like an
"What is
amusement
that?"
place. Like they're having like a carnival.
Yeah,
it's a
no.
brewery.
What do I know?
You drink, they play.
Yeah, you go
Get
say, take
out.
your kids. You have beers, and they're
Yeah.
on the.
So you get shit faced. They get
Exactly. Here, get
And
out
who
of
drives?
here, kid.
I think they
Who
do
drives,
like
Joey?
too.
The kid drives you home.
Yeah,
Call
the
a
kid
taxi.
drives it.
Yeah, yeah.
Your
so-
12-year-old drives you home.
That place is cool though.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's cool. Yeah, a ton to do.
Now, are you a brewery girl? Do you go to a lot of
You know
breweries or
what?
no?
No, I'm more. I like going to a restaurant and having drinks at a restaurant. I don't go to just a brewery. I'm not a big IPA person or those craft beers.
Do you like lemonades?
Lemonades?
Yeah, like
Just-
like a hard lemonade.
Back when I was
You know we have
younger,
one. We have
but-
one coming out.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Not
maybe-
yet, but we
Wait,
got a lot.
I'm thinking
Yeah.
Mike's Hard. Like I don't know.
No.
It's something like that,
we
but it's
gotta-
called Sunny Days.
Who made the name?
Big sexy here, dude.
I like it.
Yeah.
I'll have to try it.
And it's well,
no, it's not even.
yeah.
We got a lot
Yeah,
of work
we got
to
work,
do with
but-
it.
That's all right.
But it's coming out
Yep.
shortly. Hold
Yeah.
up.
Oh,
We're
that's
just-
great.
It's by a local brewery. I could
Great
say the
guy.
brewery. I could say the brewery. It's seven.
Yeah,
Signs.
7 Signs. We're working with Jordan.
Oh, great. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
He's
Jordan's
awesome
great.
too, man.
Yeah, yeah, he's
Oh,
cool.
conversation with him is freaking fabulous.
Did you go up to his new place,
No, I haven't.
Riverwalk? He just bought Riverwalk.
Oh my gosh, I got to go in there.
Oh yeah, go up to Riverwalk.
Riverwalk is really cool. You
Yep.
take the ride up there. Very,
Yeah,
very
actually,
good.
Discover Lehigh Valley. It's right, Jim Thorpe area. Have you been to Jim Thorpe area?
I've been to Jim Thorpe. It's out, so for work wise, it would probably be out of county, but I could go for fun. So
Now, do places call you to go, or do you
it's
go?
a mix. It's a mix. Yeah. Recently, a lot of places have been reaching out. Like even some I have to turn down. Like it's just not. It doesn't fit what we're trying to do. But which I hate doing. But yeah.
I know Lehigh Valley is a. I shouldn't say a tough sell. It's not a tough sell.
I think it's easy.
There's a lot of doubts in Lehigh Valley. Why is there a lot of doubts? Because the people that live in Lehigh Valley always consider places. Oh, I know that place. It's it. But for the outsiders coming in, you got to sell them a good game. Not necessarily a game. You got to sell them a good. You got to sell them a good package. So what? Like, how do you promote this? Like, say for instance, Bruno's place that's laughing over there. He should be laughing.
He's laughing at Joey.
Yeah, he's laughing at his own jokes.
Joey's a rascal.
So you say, go to Bruno's for his, I don't know, whatever, such and such pizza. How would you promote that?
cheesecake.
Like, do you go there? Let me go try it first. And if
I mean, can I just interject?
Yeah.
Okay. She's going to more places that are more destinational. Like Biagio's, I'm not a destination place. Bruno's not that.
no, I get
She's still
that, but I'm
finding
talking about food.
inspiring-
I'm talking about like the food end of it. Like, do you go and say, you know what? I'm gonna go try his place, and if I like it or not, or give it a shot, do you like write about it? Is that
Like, do I say if I don't like it?
No, you
No.
No, he's asking, are you blogging about it? Are you
Free
doing
try it
anything?
before you do.
Or
the
is
story.
your more, he's basically, I know what he's trying to say. He's trying to say, like, you know, these people that we have on, for example, Summer, who was just on,
Right.
she's going to these places because of the food.
And that's not
that
necessarily what
she's-
you do, but
You're more of the fact that, and he's asking, are you more of that? Are you doing that where, hey, you hear about this food, you want to go try it out? Or is it more, hey, this is a destination, this is what you can do during the day? You know,
It's a mix because I also want locals to know what's happening in their own
That's what-
backyard because then they love where they live. They want to invite their friends to come visit the area.
So it's as it's handed to you, whatever crosses the plate, you know, give you an idea. I'm going
Yeah.
to move over here. Yeah, that makes sense.
Right.
Makes
Yeah,
100% sense.
that's
you know, sometimes I get there's some restaurants that aren't for tourists. You know, it's just,
100%.
you know, I try to make everything work if I can, but, you know, I could do 100 pizza places in this area alone. And it's like, you know, a tourist is going to go somewhere that they can't get anywhere else and go somewhere that's cool. But I don't know. It varies. But then I like to let the locals know, hey, you know, you could get the pumpkin.
Pumpkin ravioli.
Okay, I was gonna say I said ravioli, but I feel like it was wrong.
it is a wrap.
There's a ravioli.
And like that's a cool thing that you. So I try to find the coolest thing on a pizza shop's menu.
Well, somewhere you would never think that that's going to be made.
Exactly. So that kind of sets you apart from some other places. So
You know, in joking, when I say it, because we love the place. The guys here in the room, a lot of them go. But like for our locals, if you're ever in Coonsville, go to the Coonsville Inn.
That's Steve's favorite.
You know what Lehigh Valley's missing?
what's that?
And I'm like, why is it not here? Trader Joe's.
Don't get me started.
Am I right or am I wrong?
Right.
And they got a warehouse up in Nazareth.
I know.
It's unreal.
Is that right?
Yeah, we've catered to them.
Yeah, they do. They have the warehouse, but not the store. I don't get it.
A giant distribution center.
The closest one is the one off 309, right?
Montgomeryville.
Montgomeryville.
Montgomery, yeah.
I know.
Like, I don't
Doesn't
understand.
make sense.
But then I'm like a little nervous if they did put one in. Is it
Why?
going to be so swamped that it's like, I don't even want to go now.
Well,
like,
not for
there's a
nothing.
line.
There was rumor that out here where, what the hell is the name of that chicken finger place there by
Chick-fil-A?
Raising Cane's?
Raising
Cane's.
Cane's? Someone said that back in there, they've been working a deal with, I think that's Jandal that owns that land back in there, to bring a Trader Joe's back in there.
I've heard rumblings of that too. I don't know. But then I heard you can't have a Trader Joe's too close to an Aldi. They're like direct.
But then I heard I heard there was going to be one going on
Whole
191. You know what I'm talking about, Ryan? 191 in Bethlehem there, where like Walmart is across the street.
Oh,
There was a Kmart there.
yeah.
Oh, and
There was rumors supposedly, oh, it's Trader Joe's. I mean, people just talking shit, but
Right.
you know,
Well, you know what's going to really help you and your business that's coming up in the next 2 years? When the Top Golf is 5 minutes from here.
Oh,
Yeah.
they're opening one down here?
Yeah.
Yep.
An
There's-
aquarium right over here.
There's going to be an aquarium and there's going to be a
Aquarium.
Oh my
Top Golf.
gosh.
Yeah.
Where did you hear this?
It's on the
all in
sign.
the plans on McCungy's.
It's on
yeah.
the side there.
Yeah. That's going to help different. That's going to
Yeah.
bring in. Because that brings in, you know, just like what you're talking about. You're going to literally, these hotels on Hamilton Boulevard
Packed.
are going to be packed.
Yeah.
And they're going to be Dorney Park one day,
Yeah,
Top Golf the next
aquarium.
day,
Right.
aquarium, and now they're here 3-4 days instead of 2 days at Dorney Park, water park, day
Well,
park.
it's going to be a vacation spot now.
Yeah.
It's
You
going
know
to
what I mean?
turn
Because
in-
now, and then you got Da Vinci Center downtown. Like,
Yep.
people are going to be looking in that corridor, and there's going to be places to go.
and in
Place to go.
off season, the corporate companies are going to have corporate events there
Totally.
all the time. I
Yes.
mean, I love Top Golf. it's one of those cool things.
It's
Yeah.
funny. It's
Go
funny you
hang
say
out.
that. I was looking at Instagram before you got here, and they showed a group of people hitting the ball. The lady, she hit the ball and fell into the net.
That would
Yeah.
be me. I did it once. I was horrible.
She fell into the net. Everyone's She went down at first.
Yeah, they had to get her at it. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, the net actually holds a person. I thought I was watching something dangerous. I was like, wow.
So Hannah, what area of Lehigh Valley do tourists come the most?
You know, I would say, I don't have the numbers, but I would say probably Bethlehem during Christmas.
I
Downtown
can see
Bethlehem
that.
during
I can see
Christmas.
that.
Yeah,
Chris
I could see
Kindlemar.
that. Really.
Yeah, yeah, Chris Kindlemar. You know, people want to go to Main Street, the hotel, but the Lehigh Valley's actually expanded their holiday festivities
Yeah,
and
yeah.
activities. You got the Iron Pigs doing illumination.
Yeah.
Easton does their
That thing in the park too, lights in the park.
Lights in the Parkway
Yeah.
in Allentown. Yeah, so you could we created a whole trail for people if they come here
did
during
you?
Christmas. Start in this city, then go here. Yeah.
You know what? I got to start doing more stuff like I didn't do illumination. I didn't do.
Yeah. I
Illuminati.
don't get that. Yeah.
No, not illuminati.
What do you-
Illumination.
Illuminati's something different.
I didn't do. I have never been to Chris Kindlemart.
Wow.
Never been there.
Oh
I
my
got.
gosh.
I got to do. And well, I can't ice skate. That's the problem.
Who could here?
Nice.
Bruno could. That's what. Look, why do you think he has
like-
those knee braces on?
He's a figure skater.
No, I can't get my foot in
and
the
Steve.
fucking skate because of my ankle.
I know.
I can't skate.
It hurts, but I would love to.
But and in your defense, like I did a lot of the same things year after year, but now I'm in this job, so I get to see it through a whole new lens. But like,
Have you ever been to Bryant Park in New York?
yes,
You
yep.
remember when we went?
That was nice.
I was
I
there
had
during
a
Christmas.
blast.
We had a
We
ball.
went during Christmas too.
So,
That-
yeah.
do you know what Bryant Park was in the 90s?
I don't want to know.
Why are you smirking?
No. Bryant Park. This is not. I'm not lying. Bryant Park was a place where they used to have a 420 fest.
Oh, Weed Fest?
Oh yeah,
Really?
When it was like totally illegal, but at that one day,
Well, I could see
you
that.
were allowed to smoke in there, and cops couldn't do nothing about it.
Well, now it's legal there.
Yeah,
So now they're like, whatever.
yeah.
Yeah, now it's just
Yeah.
that.
It's just a day.
You know what? I bet you soon when it
That was a great day.
that was.
Actually, you want to hear a funny story there, though? So there was they have all the stands.
Oh yeah.
So there was a stand that's selling power tools, like from Home Depot.
At Chris Kindlemart?
At Bryant
At Bryant
Oh.
Park.
So the one father's standing with another guy. He goes, "That's the place you got to buy your tools. That's the stuff they steal from Home Depots and Lowe's, and they sell it here."
What?
And the funny thing was, we had put in a new sliding door just about a month earlier. I'm picking it up with our truck to bring it home so my guy can install it, and I literally watched people push a whole cart full of tools out of a Home Depot, and the security can only say, "Stop, sir. Stop, sir." And then once they go out the door and go onto the macadam, security has to stand.
I don't get
It's
that.
like-
Well, they're
Yeah.
not allowed to.
That's
They're not allowed to
San
stop
Francisco
for
policy.
insurance reasons. So they don't want
Oh.
to, but I mean, it's still theft. I mean, if that was in my shop and you're stealing my chairs, I'm bringing a saute pan out. But literally a month later, and I'm like, holy cow, look at this. And they're talking like, you got it this way, you got your tools. They're like trying to whisper it. But I'm hearing it. I'm buying an empanada next door. You know?
You're eavesdropping on the stolen tools.
Why
Why not? Oh my
So when you get one of the other questions I have, reality TV, you said, right?
Yes.
I'm going full circle here.
Thank you.
My wife's a big I call her Bravo TV.
There you go.
That's all. If you go downstairs right now in the living room,
Below deck.
Bravo TV is on channel.
Love that.
There's only two shows. It's either Bravo TV or I throw ESPN
Or
on 'cause
TMZ.
I want to watch sports. No, she's not TMZ. It's Bravo, Below Deck, all that
Yeah.
other nonsense.
Blowout.
I got.
Nonsense.
Well, listen.
It's
I
real
call
life.
It is real life, except for the boobs with all the rich women. Those are not real life. But I see that. Now, when you get into it, what's one of your favorite reality shows?
Oh, Real Housewives of New Jersey. Thank you.
Never
That's
watched
the
one.
table I should be at.
So I got a question, though. Teresa Judas, her husband,
Joe.
Joe Judas, do you see some of his crazy posts?
Yeah.
He's just like, he'd be better off just not posting.
Yeah. Well, so now they're exes, and he
Yeah, oh yeah.
and he got
out of
deported.
jail.
Yeah.
He got
was-
deported.
Yeah, so he went to jail and then got deported. He wasn't a citizen, committed a crime, something with
Yeah,
taxes,
it was-
money laundering, something like that. Now he lives in the Bahamas. So
Wow. Well, good
that
for
was
him.
great TV. That was
Wow.
great TV.
It was.
You can't top that.
I watched
Are
it
you a
at that
Below
time.
Deck? Do you like Below
I
Deck?
don't watch Below Deck, no.
Oh.
I've seen clips and stuff, but I don't know enough.
You know what my reality TV is? Honestly, you know what I love? I love me and her just watch America's Got Talent.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
my reality
Yeah.
TV. I can
Yeah.
watch AGT all fucking day.
But the thing about that show, the audience is so performative. Like, do you watch the audience's
Yeah.
reactions? I'm
Yes.
like, this is so fake.
I love Bob Villa.
It is. It
I
is.
don't know. And
I just like when it's. I like the acts that come out. I'm a Simon
This Old
Cowell
House?
fan.
oh yeah, classic.
I like Simon. Mel B's pissing me off, right, Ashlyn?
Honest to God, Joe.
Mel B from Spice Girls. She's pissing me off. I used to like her, but
Bob the Builder over here.
take it
See,
easy.
you're in it. You're into
I love
it.
This Old House.
I'm in
Bob
it.
Villa.
You know who else?
You know what I'm talking about?
You know who else just came out with a new
What?
show? The America's Worst Jobs. What's that guy? Mike.
Mike Rowan.
Mike
yeah,
Rowan,
he just came out with a new show.
He used to pick like shit in like a
Oh
sewer.
my God, that was another
I
one.
don't know how he did it.
I don't know
how he
either.
did it.
Stuff like that I got into. But
Oh.
Yeah.
reality TV is becoming, you know, we
I used to like Bear Giles. Remember that guy?
Oh.
He used to like sleep in a camel's stomach and
Oh my
Well, you know who's back? Wait, you know who's back? Remember the Australian guy who got killed by the stingray?
Irwin.
Irwin.
Yeah.
Irwin. His son now is out.
No, daughter.
His
His
daughter.
son too.
He's got a
Bindi?
son?
Yes,
Bindi
he has a
Irwin?
son.
Yeah.
Yes.
Steve
Yeah.
Irwin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but the daughter's
What's
the
her
one
name,
now
baby?
coming
No,
up.
but the
Bindi.
son
Oh,
right
Bindi.
now, he's doing commercials for some pet food and something like that, or a fence for
Oh,
dogs.
really?
Yeah, he's out too. Sounds just like his old man.
Really?
I love Steve Irwin. I loved him. I couldn't believe how that guy would go. I mean, alligators. They look at me. It's like, I'll see you.
But you got to think eventually
Yeah.
it's going to catch up to you. Like, you keep putting yourself in these positions. Like,
Oh, I watch a guy that handles snakes, the snake guy. on
Yeah.
this- You see that guy?
Yeah.
did you see his arm? Did his arm get bit? And it was
Yeah. And he's just laughing. Motherfucker, if a snake bit me, I'd be
I
crying.
know. They had to get like the Listerine out.
What are you laughing? He's like, oh, just go ahead.
He's like, whatever.
And he's still holding the snake in the other hand. Like, bro, the snake's bigger than all of us combined. What are we doing here? That's crazy.
Would you ever do a
Yeah.
reality TV?
I don't know, because you really have to like sell your soul to do well on those
Big
on
Brother?
those shows, and then you're like exposing your whole family, your friend. It's like, at what cost?
It's a little
Yeah.
much.
I don't know.
Well,
I
if the,
wouldn't
check,
do
if
that.
the check's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like then your family's involved. Do they even want to be on it? I don't know. I don't. My family wouldn't go.
We
for
got
it.
asked at Biagio's to do one.
Well,
Years
I would
ago.
watch that.
listen, I
Yeah.
got two offers, and I learned quickly how stupid I was at the time because when you get offers, there's a budget, and I was trying to negotiate the budget on my terms.
Oh.
And it doesn't work that way. It really doesn't.
But at the long run, it
X amount of
would've been-
dollars, and
You don't want
if I had a
cameras
chance
set
to,
up.
I know.
yeah, but the ones when I got asked to do, I got asked in 2014. Actually, the guy's girlfriend, the guy was maybe the job you did. He was a young guy.
News doing.
He did news.
Okay.
Off the street because he interviewed me a couple of times. His girlfriend at the time, she's from Bethlehem. She does the show. It's on Home with the guy. He's a big guy, red hair. His wife's a small blonde.
Hometown.
I think it's called Hometown. That producer of that place came to me and presented me with a show. And basically, if I remember correctly, you were going to be away. It was like 10 episodes, so it's 10 weeks. So you're going to be gone Monday through Saturday. They fly you home Saturday.
Where do they send you to?
Well, the show is going to be something based on like Guy Fieri, but with pizza.
Oh, that's cool.
You understand? I'm going
Yeah.
into just pizza shops. So before Portnoy is doing anything like that, going in, trying to go, but all positive.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, can't we do this like a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday? And she's like, no, there's a budget. This is what it is. If you can't do it. And then I sat in my office here. I was on like a chat where you could see at
Yeah.
that time. I said, I have to turn you down.
And
said,
you
I'm
regret it?
Hell yeah. I was before everybody else at that time.
No.
You know what I mean? Like they came to me just because of my Facebook at the time. I was before everybody on Facebook.
You would do well on reality TV because you already put yourself out there like that. Very entertaining. Like you're already halfway
then
there.
I think there was another. So her friend, West Wind Productions, had something coming up, and it was the same kind of thing. It was like a 30-day or 45-day thing under a certain budget. And when she explained it, it was like, unfortunately, I can't leave my business. But it's an honor to get it. But it was like that was my 2 times, and then right before COVID.
Yeah, right
there was
before COVID, they
was
wanted to
another
do a
one.
live.
Yeah, there was another
cameras in
thing.
a
And
restaurant.
then COVID came, and it was like we got
Yeah.
shut down.
Craving pizza that's made with passion and packed with flavor? Biagio's Pizzeria, located at 1526 North Cedar Crest Boulevard in Allentown, Pennsylvania, serves up the best in authentic Italian-style pizza and classic dishes. From perfectly crisp crust to fresh, flavorful toppings, every bite is made with love. Whether you're dining in, grabbing takeout, or ordering for the family, Biagio's is the place to satisfy your cravings. Stop by today and experience pizza the way it's meant to be. Tell them that the PizzaFellas Podcast said so. Calling all foodies and chefs, the restaurant store at 3155 Shonersville Road, Bethlehem, Pennsylvania is your one-stop shop for the top quality kitchen supplies and restaurant essentials. With Nick and Sean's expert guidance, you'll find everything you need to elevate your cooking game, from professional grade tools to everyday essentials. Whether you're running a restaurant or upgrading your home kitchen, the restaurant store has it all. Visit today and let Nick and Sean help you turn your culinary dreams into reality, and tell them that the PizzaFellas Podcast said so.
Stuff like that. Just, the interaction.
That was alive in the
Not meant
restaurant.
to be.
Yeah, well, we got this going.
We got this
Exactly.
now.
Exactly.
It's funny. I was somewhere the other night. I was with a couple guys and a couple, like 4 or 5 people. Oh, hey, you're Biagio's PizzaFellas Podcast, right? And like, yeah, hey, what's up? How are you? And they come by, like they said.
Yeah.
And the guys next to me, they're like, oh, that must suck sometimes. I'm like, not real. I mean, it is what it is. This is what I've chose to do.
Right.
You know what I mean? If you've chosen this path, and you've put yourself, like you said, out there like we have in this and stuff we've done in the past and everything related to our business, plus this, at the end of the day, if you don't want to do it, put the headphones down and stop doing it.
Right.
But if you're choosing to go on this path, just embrace it, because you can't be that guy like, oh, this, like I see all these famous.
I think they're lying. They're like, oh, this is so annoying. It's like, dude, you're the one who keeps signing up for the gigs. Like, you love it.
If you don't like it, just stop doing it and sit back in your house. Whatever you have, you know what I mean? All these reality stars.
Yeah.
And then don't do it. But if you're going to do it, embrace it and take it full stride. You know what I mean?
I appreciate when people do that. Do you ever find yourself in public and you're like, I got to watch my facial expressions. I need to watch what I say. Someone might know who you are.
Spots.
I don't mind. People recognize me. It doesn't bother me. I mean, I was in Lehigh at the Lowe's. And Georgette, remember we were in Lehigh at the Lowe's? And I'm just in the line talking to her. And again, the voice. They turn around and they're like, are you him? And I'm like, I'm him. I've been asked that question so many times. I was signing a settlement on a property. So I was at a settlement company not far from here on Cedar Crest Boulevard. Uh-huh. So I walked in and the lady introduces herself. I was like, hey, how are you? I'm Joe Ruffino. It's nice to meet you. It's my daughter, Janelle. It's my son-in-law, Mario. So the guy comes marching here. I know. I can't believe you're in my office. I gotta shake your hand, and it happens.
That's great.
He goes, I heard what you said. I had a big speech I did, and it was televised, and he just was like, what an honor. I was like, it's an honor.
You must get that.
Yeah, I do sometimes. Yes, it just happened at Wegmans the other night. I'm in like sweats and a sweatshirt. I'm like, of all days, I've gotten the voice thing. Before. This girl at Target just turned around and she knew my voice, which was wild.
That's cool.
It is cool. It is cool. But
thank you.
And the stuff I put out there is obviously very positive. So I'm like, I got to make sure I'm in a good mood. I got to make sure I'm not complaining.
Well, you got to be ready to go. I mean,
yes.
You got to be ready.
You have to be ready to go, and at the end of the day, you also have to allow people to see who you really are.
Right.
At the end of if we're walking in the park, I'm with my family. At the end of the day, you have some respect for the things, but I know going back to what you said, there are situations where we're somewhere where you have to, all right. I
always make time.
I'm going to change. I won't be so outrageous, but then if I'm in my bubble,
right.
Everyone has their bubble.
Yes, exactly.
If I'm in my bubble with a group, if all of us, 1, 2,
what
3,
you
4,
say
5,
is very
7
true.
of us go out and we're at a bar and I'm having fun, we're going to fucking have fun.
Right. If someone's going to
If
judge
I go
you
to
for that,
fucking Atlantic City, if I go to Vegas, I'm having fucking
right.
fun.
What do they think? You're going to be sitting there like this in Vegas?
Listen, you want to
the biggest-
videotape? You want to say this is what it is? Yeah, it's what the fuck we do. And if you don't think you do this, there's something wrong with you. What do you, that's what I do.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't go out and have a couple wines and hang out and have fun and laugh.
Well, the biggest thing I find
we all do.
in like kind of same way with him, but on the other side, when we're having a good time, I found that there's different times when somebody sees me and it's like they're expecting the outrageous.
Yeah.
And they're just saying, yeah, it's a pleasure to meet you. Also, they see the quiet side. They see the
Yeah,
side
yeah,
where
that's
it's
the
just-
best part.
That's it. And
They're like, oh, you're really chill.
yeah,
I'm
and
like,
I'm like, yeah, you know,
Yeah, what
we're
the
just,
fuck,
we're just
like-
having an evening.
What
But it's a pleasure to meet you. What's your name? Where
Yeah.
you from? And you know, you want to ask them about themselves and what do you do?
I get
and,
that
you know.
a lot. Like even on a smaller end, like with coaching, like I coach my son a lot, and we're on this new team, and it's funny. Ashlyn, my wife Ashlyn, she wants to pretend she's antisocial, but when she gets involved with like Joey in the sports, she's friends with all the moms.
I was
you
chatting
know.
with her.
They're all hanging out, having high noons together at the tournament. You know what I mean? That's good. But then some of the moms are like, "Wow, your husband's a really nice guy." Well, yeah. Well,
They're
I don't know.
shocked.
We thought because I'm very when I coach, I'm very out there. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
I'm very into it. I'm passionate about what I do, and they're like, "Oh wow, he's a really cool guy to hang out with." Yeah. At the end of the day, I am.
Yeah.
You're seeing me for 10 minutes of what I'm doing
In a
s-
particular
sure,
space. Yes.
You haven't seen me after those 10 minutes where I'm just now I can digest.
You
I
could
can just-
separate.
Yes.
Podcast stage, just real
Real
life.
life,
all
my
this,
God.
business. You have to learn how to do all
Yeah.
that.
Well, last night I left the shop. I went to my grandson Joey's game. So I'm walking over. I parked. I go, and I walk. I finally get to the bleachers, and I say hello to Naomi, my beautiful granddaughter. I say hello to my daughter Ashlyn, and then all of a sudden I look, and one lady leans to the guy, and I could just tell what she said. He said, "Is that Biagio?" And the guy's, "Yeah." I see what they said. And so now I think what just shocked them is I just sat there nice and quietly, you know, I'm watching my grandson.
Taking a break.
Yeah.
And they're not seeing a side of, they're watching videos, they're watching this.
Right.
This is the real me. I mean, the other stuff, I can turn it on like this.
Yeah.
And then I turn it off, but it's very flattering. You know, it's nice, but it's also nice then for those people to see, and they say, oh, wow,
Right.
that's a good side of that person.
Yeah, for sure.
It is good. It is good.
Well-
it's fun being out there. Huh?
Yeah.
It is. Hannah, it was a pleasure having you on.
This has
Yeah,
been
it really
great.
was.
Thank you
I
guys.
gotta say-
Thank
It was
you.
it was
Thank you.
genuinely wonderful.
You do have a
Thank you.
great voice. I got
Oh
to
my
say.
gosh, thank you.
If you do have a talk show one day, I would love to come on, but
Oh,
I
there
think
we
you
go.
do a great job.
What's
at it.
up, Doc?
I appreciate that. Thank
And that's
you.
Dr. Tran, by the
He's
way.
our dentist.
Oh my.
He owns Phenomenal.
Oh, that's what you were saying.
Yes.
Oh, that's
Phenomenal.
awesome.
He's phenomenal. He's a little late. but
He has
he's
that
phenomenal.
Tran Dental across from Dorney Park.
Oh yeah, I know exactly.
Next to
where that
Ice
is.
Cream World.
Yeah.
The official dentist of the PizzaFellas Podcast,
Oh, that's
Dr.
great.
Tran Kung.
That's great.
So you know what happens after the
Phenomenal.
podcast? We start brawling.
I thought they were gonna say you get your teeth checked.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
the Phantom's dentist. Too.
Yeah.
Yes. So, but one last thing before we go. Any advice for those coming out your age, young, older, that are in this industry, in the most social media industry, Discover Lehigh Valley, any advice you have for anybody?
Stick with it. It's so easy to just be like, oh, I need more money. I want to do this. And you get frustrated. You compare yourself to other people online or on TV, whatever. You got to stay focused, stick with it. That stuff will all come down the line. So,
Gotcha.
yeah,
I like that.
That's
Keep
my advice.
grinding.
Keep grinding.
Don't forget, form the corporation.
Yes, LLC.
Yes.
I'm on it. That's what I'm doing when I get
Talk
home.
to your
Good luck.
accountant, whichever you want to do.
Thank you.
Get the good advice, how you want to set it up, but do that.
Thank you.
Good luck with the podcast. Good
Thank
luck with
you.
Discover Lehigh Valley.
Thank you, guys.
Cheers
you.
to you. Cheers to Discover Lehigh Valley. Hopefully we can do something
That'd be
together
great.
in the future.
That'd be great.
Maybe Music Fest. We could walk around one Sunday together.
That'd be
go
awesome.
see who we can.
I mean, actually, we should entertain that. Where
Yes.
we get our press passes and we come over there on a Sunday and we do like a 2-hour filming. Just doesn't have to be pizza. We just go to different places, do an on the live conversation.
Yeah.
We'll edit
Come
it.
in.
Boom.
Oh, that'd be
Hurry up.
awesome.
Come
I'm
here.
there. I'm there.
All right. All right.
Now leave that on. Come on, let's go.
To show his muscles.
All right, PizzaFellas Podcast, episode 78. Say what's up. Say, hey, Joey's back. Tell him your name again.
Joey,
Joey, you done school soon? When are you done? Next Wednesday? Tuesday?
He can't wait to keep going swimming every day.
There you
Papa, I'm going swimming.
Are you ready for swimming?
yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
going swimming.
And are you ready for vacation?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Are you going? And who's the, what about your sister? Who's your sister? Say, who's your sister? Stop being shy.
Naomi.
Naomi. Do you love Naomi?
Yes.
Yes. All right. Well, hey, guys, PizzaFellas Podcast, episode 78. Thanks for following on Spotify and YouTube. Hannah, thank you.
Thank you,
and
guys.
guys, remember, go on Spotify, YouTube, follow, go on all the social media platforms, and reach out to us if you have any comments or interactions. Also, we will be doing some different things coming out in the next couple months, so please follow us. Wait, we got some cool things coming on, cool things that are going to be happening, and go on there and follow us. Like what? All right, guys, PizzaFellas Podcast, episode 78. Thank you, Hannah.
Thank you,
Thank
Hannah.
Thank you, Hannah.
Thank you.
We're out.
PizzaFellas Podcast right here. The hottest in the world.
It's a PizzaFellas Podcast. Turn your speakers up, we better have a blast. Grab a drink, fill a glass, light a cigar, come on, let's make it last. Pizza Talk with Sal and Joe, Oliver, Antonio. Pizza stories, they gon' tell us. Let's have some fun with the PizzaFellas.
PizzaFellas Podcast right here. The hottest in the world. How's fire?